So Jane, you've got a family to feed. What's the sort of favourite dishes that you do?
At the moment, I've got basic staple. My two children seem to always eat tuna and rice, and it'd be nice to introduce them to a bit more variety.
And new textures and flavours, I guess.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I've got some sort of really nutritious and delicious ideas to sort of put by you about how you can get lots of vegetables, especially down your children and yourself, of course. Do they like soup?
Yes, they do.
They do? All right, great. Well, that's good. That's handy because we make like a soup base. So this is what they call a puree base. And all it is some onions cooked down in a tiny little bit of oil, some thyme, some vegetable stock, a couple of potatoes, and then you just blend it up. And that's it. That is your base.
It's really simple.
Yeah. And you can make lots of different soups with it. For example, here I've made a spinach soup. But basically, it's this with some spinach blended into it.
Spinach is of course great because it's got lots of vitamin C in and iron, and the baby spinach is quite light in flavour, not quite as bitter perhaps as more mature spinach.
It's a great way of getting sort of nutritious food down using soups as a
That's
form.
really
That's lovely,
nice,
yeah.
So we'll make another soup with it, which is again, and it's just trying to show how flexible this soup is. So we're going to season this soup with a little bit of garlic. So we're just going to slice the garlic up there. And it's got a little bit of a kind of Spanish influence, this soup, it has to be said. So a tiny bit of olive oil has gone in there, and we're just going to gently cook. And then a tiny bit of a great little ingredient, which is some smoked paprika. Again, that'll give it that sort of Spanish flavour. We'll just quickly cook that off, and then just a tin of chopped tomatoes.
The other thing that's nice about this is, of course, you're not having meat in all of these soups. You can put in vegetarian ones, which are the ones that Neil's making today, but you could, of course, put meat in. Again, it's a really nice thing to have some meat-free days.
My husband likes a bit of meat in most things. If we're cooking things like peppers, roasted vegetables, he'll ask for chicken. Otherwise, he doesn't feel it's a complete meal.
We are reliant on meat quite a lot, but actually it's nice to have vegetables forming the basis of the meal, and something like a pulse gives a sort of nutty, meaty type texture. So actually you wouldn't be left feeling hungry, which I think is the main reason why people often say, oh, you know, I don't really want to have a meat-free meal.
Yeah, be cheeky, don't tell him. Just serve it him and see what he does afterwards.
I think I
might be the best way. We've got our sort of tomato, our paprika, our garlic in there, and one other little ingredient, which is a few chickpeas, but you could add some beans in there, some flageolet beans, some cannellini beans, things like that all work really well.
While we're looking at foods that are really good for you, I think a nice thing is to think about substitutes like sweet potato instead of potato, lovely colour, children like it, celeriac instead of potato again.
My youngest daughter doesn't like potatoes, so it'd be good to have the alternative as well.
I think sweet potato would be a good start for you, Jane.
It's high in vitamin C, isn't it?
It is as well, yeah.
Keep trying, keep pushing the boundaries again. I think that's the best thing. But here, that would be too intense. So what we do now is add 2 or 3 ladles of our base soup. There we go. And then give them a stir. And then you've got a completely, see, from there we've got 2 completely different soups. And all I'm going to do is finish it with a little bit of parsley on top and a little salt and pepper, and so we've just got a little bit of flat parsley, which we chop in there. A bit of coriander would do, you know, a bit of coriander would work really well. Some chives, something like that. We're just going to sprinkle that in. And here we've got a soup, and how quick was that? Do you want a little try?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see how completely different the soups are from the same base.
That's really nice, Neil. Really good.
It's good.
It's lovely.
That paprika comes through quite strong. So we give that a try?
I will do.
Good idea?
Yeah.
As a base for the week, you can have all these different dishes.
Lots of inspiration there.